a blast.
I look crooked.
Cricket.
Cricket.
I look cricket.
I look crooked right here.
I know a cricket. I know 2 crickets, actually.
Cricket Hill.
Yeah.
Cricket Wireless.
There was a guy I used to go to church with back when I was knee-high to a grasshopper, as they say.
Sick.
That's
He was cricket.
shared. So ready.
Oh, she beat you to the punch, telling her, share, guys.
Share. How do you guys like the name tags? Is that tacky? We don't have to have them up the whole show. I forgot to show Dani how to remove them, but they are there for those who want them there. So.
And if you do like them, we can also like change the design of how they look as well.
They're a work in progress.
At some point, I don't think people are going to need to know my name because you guys are going to say, Drew, shut the heck up.
Land your plane, Drew. Sorry.
I said heck.
There it is.
I said heck.
I hit the wrong one.
I almost let another word come out, but I did not.
What the crud?
Yeah, man. Holy shit. Takey mushrooms.
Holy shit, hockey.
Who you calling
Shiitake.
a cootie queen, you lit liquor?
I thought this was a boy house.
Shelby says she likes them for the beginning, and then we pop them off right about now.
We pop them off.
So on that main screen, there's a thing at the top that says nameplates under the sources in the middle.
Can I keep mine?
Nameplates. If you go to the eyeball, click the eyeball. Bye-bye.
Bam.
Bye-bye, nameplates.
I want to keep mine.
They're all one source, so. But they're going to know who you are. I have a feeling that they don't have a choice.
Duty head.
Who are you calling a cootie queen?
You lit liquor.
I like them. They look good. Troy likes them. Shout out to Troy. Troy got a mention before the show.
Oh,
Not one he
T-Roy.
would have liked. My gut instinct says. It wasn't about him per se, but it was about somebody he used to run with.
Oh,
Oh.
It rhymed with Rue Falafel. Okay. We're here.
We're here.
It's Thursday
look,
night.
if we want to spill some tea, we can go back to high school and spill.
Yeah, we really could because that chick tried to ruin my relationship early on.
Try to ruin my high school
Explain.
freaking career, basically.
I didn't go to high school here, so explain.
That's probably
That's a time for another touch. You know exactly who we're talking about, brother.
we'll have to. That'll have to be an off the air conversation. I think that's
Yeah.
actually how we became kind of tight.
Yeah.
Really, we owe that person for this. So, thank you to you know who you are for saving. Leave it at the table
Is this person still around?
I hope not. I don't think
Probably-
in this town.
behind bars if they are.
Oh, so
Yeah.
I don't know them.
No, you don't.
Dag nabbit.
It would be
Oh, I know who y'all talking about.
LMFAO indeed. Hey, but we want to know that it's just that some tea can't be shared. We got a lot going on tonight. I hope that you guys hang out because Dani is gonna put the camera on herself in a little while, and we're gonna let her go. We're gonna release the hound. We got some tea. Drew's pouring his tea. We all got this is sweet tea because it's summertime and it's 125 degrees outside. So we've got cold tea in our mugs, but
My sister said that's another story for a different day.
yeah, that's we'll share that on the Road to Guillory podcast. What a
The road to
hashtag making Guillory. That's how we'll do that. That's how we'll that one's a good one.
Part of my autobiography.
Autism biography.
Autism.
Anyway, all right. So here's what we're doing. Here in a little bit, we're going to cut Dani loose. Not loose as in leave the show. I'm going to let her put it on herself. Drew and I are going to sip our tea and listen to this woman cook because she has been through a lot in the last 7 days, and she deserves it. Before we do that, we got a couple orders of business we got to get to, some housekeeping stuff. First of all, the three of us were able to spend some time together on Friday and go see Scary Movie. That was a great time. Movie was average.
Yeah, it got it. I said it right then and there, and the more I've marinated on it, the more I agree with what I said. Felt like they were trying to put a lot
Into
one movie because it was like 15 years plus since the previous one. Felt like they were trying to hit a lot of different references and buttons. It still it just felt like they were trying to go bing, 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 bing. Didn't feel as cohesive as it could have been if it was only 3 years removed from the previous one.
The jokes that landed though.
Oh, 100%.
There were some great cameos. There were some great moments. I just felt
some parts were a little overdone.
that's what I was gonna get at. Some
like,
parts
viewer discretion really advised.
Yeah, we rolled a blunt. I had actually forgotten about that until they made fun of everybody. They made fun of themselves. It was really it was decent. I would watch it. I would wait until it comes out on streaming and not spend $30 in a movie theater for it.
But I would say it is a good idea if you haven't seen the others to watch the others first, because they reference a lot of the previous movies as well.
Even the ones that the Wayans brothers are not in. Actually, probably more so the ones that the Wayans brothers aren't in.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely worth the watch. Just give it some time.
Yeah, no, not in theaters. Not in theaters. Don't spend your money on that.
But like you said, seeing
if you do, go to a matinee.
That's a good idea. Yeah, try to like call out of work and go on a Wednesday afternoon or something.
Yeah.
Seeing it in theaters, the jokes that hit, the whole theater was laughing. It wasn't like a section over here was laughing, like the whole place was laughing, which was music to my ears, because at the end of the day, bring us all together.
That's going to be us at Jackass in a few weeks.
Make us all laugh. All the
I just want to know if Bam is going to be in the new Jackass movie.
He has been in some of the
is,
promotional material.
If he is, I'll go see it. But if not,
it's probably.
I know he's been doing well lately, so.
He's been hanging out with Phil in April, so probably. My gut says probably.
Only one way to find out.
We'll see. Spoiler. Well, there's probably 2 ways to find out. Yeah, Mom, it's good.
You might not like this one.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not gonna like this one.
This one's definitely the most graphic of all of them. Oh man. Look at you and Bo played against each other last night.
Yeah, that was a blast. Bo locking down second base. That was a blast.
What an angel,
seeing that man out there.
If I ever played another season, I would want to organize a team where me, you, and Bo could play together, and then of course a couple other guys. But I would want it to be like the one. Probably do like Undertaker themed jerseys and just put Last Ride on them or something. So I don't know. Maybe one day down the road.
I don't see that happening.
If I could figure out how to consistently hit left-handed, it wouldn't be a problem.
You would also have to adjust EH and that would.
If I wouldn't have hurt my knee early, I would have been fine. I couldn't play third base.
Yeah,
but I could play first base.
Playing first would be fun.
The one good thing that happened that night was being able to do a little bit before I tried to swing right-handed. I think it's just the pivot of swinging that it doesn't like. Everything else, I was moving great beforehand. Like I felt fine until that happened. I was even running around. Which
is absolutely wild. The movement of the swing, but golf does nothing.
Golf does nothing.
Golf is great.
I think it's because
I tell y'all what, my shoulder was screaming the next few days after we did the whole golf simulator thing. I mean, like, whew, I'm getting old.
Baymax got a shout out for you.
Oh, Benjamin Maxwell. He says his daughter calls me Ezra's dad.
That's so cute.
It's the cutest little thing. She goes, "It's Ezra's dad." Shout out to the Maxwells watching at the house. Hope you guys are enjoying, or maybe you're not enjoying. But
speaking of kids watching us, there's a Topher.
This is a kid's show.
Topher. Apparently, him and his youngest Rhett took a trip to Tennessee.
Okay.
And somewhere along the way, from what I've been told, both Brooke or Topher have no idea how, but all of a sudden they turn around and Rhett's looking at them with a picture of me going, "It's Drew's podcast." They have no idea how it popped up for us, but here we are.
Here we are.
And so now
we know he didn't get it from his parents.
So I saw him last night at the ball fields, and he walked. That kid loves me. He walked.
Should have signed his hat.
Love him too. He wasn't wearing a hat.
Well, you should have signed his face.
He probably would let me.
Cody Mason said, "What do you mean if you could figure out your left-handed swing? You literally hit them out within a few swings." I did. It was crazy because I turned around left-handed and literally put like two in a row over the fence, almost a third.
It was wild.
And then then the adrenaline wore off, and I couldn't hit it out of the infield because I was hutting. But that's okay. I would say this is a kid's show. This is a family-friendly program. However, when the tea starts to get shared in a little while, Cody Mason, you may not like it. Virgin ear. I would.
I don't know. He might want out. He might want to know what I have to say.
Okay,
because I can only imagine.
Fair
I
enough.
can only imagine what's being said.
I can only imagine what's being said. I almost just completely ripped a Christian song right there for personal use, and that's not good.
Yeah.
All right. So last week we talked about my Bring It to the Table episode with Coach Tommy Joe Whidden.
Said it. I do.
Oh, I do. I do. All right. This week, got to plug a little bit more. I was able to sit down Monday night with Ryan Mulvey. For those of you who don't know, Ryan is he's a podcaster here in town, but he's also been the GM of Bay Point Golf Course. He did a short stint at ESPN as a radio host, but he's very involved with the local community. He's one of the local golf pros at the new Back Nine, which is an indoor golf simulator that's opening up this weekend. Ryan Mulvey has a cancerous brain tumor, and he has been living with it for over 2 years. And it has been a struggle for him and his family, but he is very, very positive about it. He doesn't dwell on it, and they are dealing with it in ways that I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know how they stay so positive, but I encourage everybody after this live show to go to the Leave It at the Table YouTube channel and find that. It's under the Bring It to the Table playlist. Shout out to Drew for coming like kind of quick, short notice. It's funny, like Dani was supposed to do it, but she had a really bad day Sunday. So Monday she was like, "Hey, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it." And I was like, "That's fine. Yeah, like I can do it myself." When I say do it, I mean like run the stream deck, because there's really not that much involved in it. It's just it takes a little bit of my focus away. And so I hit up Drew last minute, and Drew was here. So shout out to that. Shout out to you for that. You got to be in here for that.
It was absolutely like I've kind of like you. I've been on the outside looking in on a lot of what has gone on with him. I'm not friends with him on Facebook or Beth on Facebook, his wife, where all the updates have been. And I didn't know him enough to just out of the blue start following him after everything had happened. So I was just like, I'm going to get my updates whenever I get updates from people and whatnot. But learning a lot more about him initially. And I praise you for both interviews that I've watched / been a part of.
I'm actually getting a little like watery, like
neither.
My eyes are getting heavy.
Both of them, it wasn't about like you brought them in for specific reasons, but you asked them more questions than that one specific thing. And both of them had touched on it and basically said, "Thank you for allowing me to talk about me instead of just this one thing that I do." Because, and to be honest, I feel like both of them never get to tell that side of their story, whether it be Coach Tommy Joe Whidden being in his shoes. He's answering, fielding questions from reporters and school and players, stuff like that about football. But no one asks about, hey, how did you get into coaching? Why is your father-in-law so hard on you? Stuff like that.
How'd you meet your wife?
Yeah. He never answers those questions. Nobody asks him. And whenever it came down to Ryan, it was looking at, how did you get into golf? Why didn't you play golf in college? Why did you choose this route? And how did you end up here? Why did you come back to Bay Point? So it's like,
what my biggest takeaway from the whole thing was? There's rainbow trout in New Jersey. Did you know that? There's rainbow trout in New Jersey. That was like one of my biggest like lessons from that whole thing. Like so that shit, like pond hockey.
Yeah, it's it's just wild. Like, and I've told it to you before. I love learning the reasons why people are the way they are, and that was why it was so easy for me to just pack up and head out here, because number one, I want to make sure the content that we're putting out is good. And number two, I enjoy stuff like that. Like whether I'm just pushing buttons or I'm the one asking the questions, I enjoy figuring out why people are the way they are.
Yeah, it was really powerful. I got choked up a couple times, but one time in particular when he brought up his favorite Bible verse, he just had it ready to fire from the hip.
Yeah.
I think it was Isaiah 42:10. He just fired it from the hip, and like, man, when he said it, it just it's very rare that I don't remember my next question, especially when I have it on paper in front of me. Yeah. But he threw me for a loop, man. Like I got thrown off in that interview, and I had to come back later to the humor question.
And what makes it more monumental in that moment was anyone can quote scripture.
Yeah,
anyone, because odds are you've seen a scripture verse, you've read a scripture verse, you've had a Bible in your hands at some point. Everyone on this earth at one point has probably had that.
Most people.
But to hear someone verbalize a Bible scripture that they live by, and you can see it in them, and you can see them walking that path every day of their life, and when they say it, it's 10 times more believable than just some random Joe Schmo saying, oh yeah, God first, blah, blah, blah. Philippians 4:13, I can do everything through Christ who strengthens me. Like, anybody could say that.
Christ.
But at the end of the day, like, if you're, I grew up in church.
Yeah.
You've got to live it. You can't just talk it. You've got to walk the talk. You can't just talk the talk.
Yeah. It's, I also encourage everybody that is like, not to turn this into a religious thing, but if you do like those kinds of stories, Ben Maxwell on the Goat Bear Lobster YouTube channel has started a little side project called Profiles of Faith, which is essentially bring it to the table, just more faith-based conversations. And some of them they've been heavy, and they're really good. And he started with the elders of our church, talking to some of the older generation and hearing some of their stories, man. It's I've had the privilege of being what you were for that episode, sitting in here and just running the stream deck. Yeah. I've had the privilege of doing that and just being like on the inside, like inside baseball kind of thing, being the producer for that kind of thing and getting to hear them as they happen. And they've been really good, and Ben does a great job at that.
Before we get too far,
yeah.
I texted Dani, but she's being great about not being on her phone and seeing the text message. Can we flip up that the light, the floor light behind you, where it goes straight up and not directly at me?
Is it in your eye?
Yeah.
It's in my
and it's
eye.
Every time I look towards Dani or the thank you.
I knew it was gonna happen eventually.
Every time I look towards Dani or the camera, it's like all I see is blue. And I was like, I can't do it any longer.
He said it's like leaving at the table, just older. Much older. All right, trying to think of what else we might have coming down the pipeline. I know I've got my thing, which I want to make sure that I talk about. There was something else. Was that it? I don't know. The party was canceled. Well, no, we talked about that. We were going to do Hot Ones. Shelby and Dave, if you're watching, this will be breaking news for you. We were going to do Hot Ones on June 26th, but I want this guy to be there.
27th.
Or 27th. So 26th is the anniversary. So probably looking at a different date for that, maybe sometime in July. But I'll be in touch about that. I got to just brainstorm different dates. My birthday's on a Saturday, so woohoo. Maybe there's an excuse. Kyle McAlpin forgot what day it is. Inexcusable. Do we forgive that kind of thing?
Depends. How was your day?
Yeah. He is in a wheelchair, so depends could be a trigger word.
Anytime that man comes in the chat, Kyle's got something.
Especially when you're late and I'm like 30 minutes into doing this, I'm gonna have something marinated.
He's still wheeling to the computer. Let the man get there. His fingers are tired from getting there.
Welcome to Wheel It at the Table.
Wheel it at the table.
I miss him, actually. I said that. I miss him, actually. I made eye contact with my camera, and I looked down. There's a damn gift basket sitting over there. with a gift card to Topgolf of all places.
If you don't want that, let us know.
I have brain damage. Cut me some slack.
Mama said I got Dane damage.
Dane damage.
Oh, have you seen the Rodney Dangerfield football skit?
No.
Okay, it is not suitable for the show.
Okay,
but I will show you later.
Show me later. You know what the best part about that is? Drew's gonna remember to show me that. Like I'm not getting out of that. Like it's as soon as we hit those cameras off,
he's a bit all right.
Hey, check this out.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hey, watch this.
All right, I guess I'll take the solo camera for a second because I kind of want to. Basically, I'm gonna clip this so that I can come back later.
25 minutes.
Hold on, let me make sure I look thin for the dudes. All right, so I actually have a button on there. I put it under the birthday button.
Okay.
So Saturday, June 27th, at the Palo Alto Church of Christ, we are going to hold what I'm going to just go ahead and call the first annual Man Up, which is a men's mental health awareness month. It's a meetup. I've got a vision for it. So that's going to be kind of what this is. Dani, if you don't mind sharing that flyer real fast. It's going to be at the church. It's going to be from 6 to 9 p.m. You don't have to come for the whole time. If you can come early, if you can come late. If you can come for the whole time, obviously that would be great. But so here's kind of my vision of this. A few months ago, maybe last month, the women had a sleepover at the church. And all the guys got to get together. When I say all the guys, myself, Ben Maxwell, Taylor Bain, Robbie Livingston. And I see Rob Dog in the Facebook comments, so shout out to Robbie. We got to get together at Ben's house and do a couple podcast episodes on Ben and Lacey's small group podcast, which go check that out. We were there from 7 p.m. till 2 a.m. And there was 2 episodes recorded and then a lot of chat in between. And when I left, it was 2 a.m. I was tired, but I felt so relieved. And it's a relief that you can't get without that kind of conversation. And ever since then, I have just craved that. I've been thinking about, man, like I just want to, like another side project where we just come in here. It's not planned. It's not whatever. We just turn the mics on and talk. And we've talked about that before, Drew, something along those lines. But it was so healing for me because I was vulnerable, and those episodes are both out there. You can go listen. There was no judgment. There was only, like, there wasn't, you know what else there wasn't? There wasn't people trying to fix it. Which, if you struggle with mental health, sometimes you understand more than anybody. You want to talk about your problems and not have somebody try to fix them. You just want to say them, feel them, and then they're done. And that's what we did. And it was healing. So my vision for this event, I want people that are mentally, I guess for lack of better words, we're going to say weak, that are struggling. I want people who are mentally strong. I need everybody there. Men, obviously. Men that are struggling, men that are going through, whether it be addiction, whether it be depression, anxiety. If you're struggling with anything, show up to this event. You don't have to talk. You could just listen. My vision is I'm going to have a few people sharing their story in front of everybody in the sanctuary. I'll share my story. And then I want to break into, we have a little fellowship hall that's got a bunch of round tables. And then we'll break into the small group portion. And my challenge will be to sit with people that you've never shared a table with, is kind of what our pastor said one time, and that's always stuck with me. Sit at a table with people that you've never shared, that you've never broken bread with. Make new friends, connect, and if you feel comfortable enough to share. But even if not, even if you don't have a story to share, you might have the tools to help somebody else there that does. You might have the mental fortitude, the mental strength to help somebody else out there that does. I don't think it's a stretch to say that if this thing goes the way it should, you could save somebody's life that night. The male suicide rate is insane in this country. I think, is it 80% of all suicides in America are men? And that's not a made-up statistic. That's a real thing. Because the world doesn't care about men's mental health. But the biggest problem is that men don't care about their mental health. We don't take it seriously enough. And that's what this event's going to try to break. I hope that this thing, if there's 10 people there, we're going to have a very powerful small event. If somehow we get like 50 to 100 people there, it's going to be powerful and it's going to be huge. But I hope that any guy watching this, you feel moved, show up, man. Show up. Either come share your story, listen to someone else's. Just be there for each other. Let's get each other's backs, man. Saturday, June 27th, Palo Alto Church of Christ, right there on US 231. It'll be from 6 to 9 p.m. And there will be more details shared in between now and then. So that's that. You know when you weigh a certain amount of weight, like poundage? Talking for 4 minutes is brutal. By the end of it, I'm like, save somebody's life.
Woo! Get you one of them napkins like TD Jakes.
Plus, I started to get a little choked up. So I was like,
yeah,
between being fat and long-winded and a little emotional.
I pushed the mic away because I was like, I'm not gonna interject with anything. I'm just gonna let this man go.
It's like Drew's perfect.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't think Drew's gone through enough trauma in his life.
I don't think so either. We need to add it in. See, this is all what else we're there for. That's going to be the next event.
This event is going to be who can traumatize Drew the most.
We will have door prizes.
And then we will fix him.
I had a little bit of feeling of trauma earlier today.
Boo-boo?
No. Well, that.
You don't know trauma then. That's
I'd
be fighting demons every morning.
I was so glad I made it to your house earlier, but
he's about to explode.
I was Bluetooth to your door.
To the toilet. My toilet's Bluetooth.
Dog, I got a key to your house.
Instead of the Wi-Fi.
I got
connecting.
I got a key to your house, and now my body knows. Bluetooth. Hey, we good. Let's hit it.
If you're ever playing in Callaway and you got to poop, you know where to come.
You pooped at his house?
Yes.
Why not? You have a problem with pooping here?
No, I just.
I had to.
I'm one of those. I have shy bowels, so I can't poop anywhere unless it's my own bathroom.
Oh, you've got SIBS? Shy irritable bowel syndrome?
There's a phrase for what I had going on earlier. When nature calls.
Mm.
See, nature can call, but if I'm not home, I am.
Nature had my boy on speed dial.
Oh, dog.
Anyways, back on track. Go ahead.
It said, "What's your favorite scary movie?"
Hello, Cindy.
So, yeah, it was just a random thought that always pops into my head, and I don't want to talk about it for too long because it really makes me a little scared. But it's just the overarching thought process of why are we here? How did we get here? You start really thinking into it, and for me, it sends butterflies in my stomach. My heart starts racing. I start getting clammy and shaky. Start trying to think of all the different reasons why I could be here. What happens when I die? All the overarching things that everyone tries to put in the back of their mind, but some people try to figure it out. And to me, it's like ever since I was a kid, no matter what, as soon as I start thinking about it, it just comes on, and I'm just like, I start shaking. But yeah, I
maybe Drew is broken.
Was having that conversation with Michaela earlier, and it was just like, she's like, I guess I never really think about it because I just know at the end of the day, like I've just got to be I've got to be a good guy. I've got to be a good person, and got to be the best person I can be, and whatnot. So she was like, for me, it's never a problem, and I'm like, well, it's a big problem for me. And like middle of the conversation, I was like, can we stop talking about this? Like, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Yeah. I'm done.
It's
Would
hard.
you say that's a irrational fear?
It might be. That's probably what it is, but I've got a list of them that once you guys started talking about them, I don't know.
You started thinking about it.
Some of them might be irrational. Some of them they're just like the normal fears that people have. But we can get into that whenever you guys choose.
While we have a lot of viewers, I would like to invite everybody to hit that share button. Yeah, that's actually first and foremost. Hit the like button, hit the share button, tell your friends about us. That's going to be my one favor for right now. Drew, is that your one favor?
Yes.
That's the right answer. That should be. Danny, is that your one favor to ask of everybody?
Always.
I thought
it wasn't a trap question.
The way you looked at me, you were like, in my head, I'm like, did I miss something? Is there something else I'm supposed to be asking for?
Drew, should they share?
I'm thinking, okay, you're gonna ask for.
Blink twice if you're in danger.
I thought he was saying like, okay, Kyle's gonna ask for shares, Drew's gonna ask for something else, and I'm gonna be like, what?
Yeah, Kyle, you be doing that a lot. You be putting us on the spot a lot. We're like,
it's to make sure you guys are paying attention to be
half the time we
honest.
aren't. Have you ever heard one of Drew's stories?
Do you remember back when we used to do, God, what did we used to record? Uber conference.
Those things were wild.
They were crazy, but you could look at the end of the episode and see who talked the most. Like it would have percentages. And Marcus Wisner, my dog was a talker.
And that was during the time where me, you, and Nick were all on one connection.
Yeah, he would still outdo us. Shout out to Marcus Wisner.
But that was before I got my wings on being able to talk as much as I can to you guys, because like you, I had to feel my way out. Had to be my normal self.
Yeah, Marcus moved to Tampa, Drew and Nick moved to Tennessee. So here's Drew. We have a lot of people watching, which I feel like might be triggered by a certain somebody having some stuff to share. So I do want to do irrational fears. I, however, don't want to drag this out too long and lose our fans for that, because I feel like that's going to be fun.
Roll the tea, baby.
Are you going to be here next week?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know you got the wedding. So you're going to be here Thursday night.
And I leave Friday morning.
Okay, got it. All right, so irrational fears next week. Got it? Is that cool?
Oh, we're ending with this?
I mean, we're at,
it depends on how long I take.
We're at 37 minutes. I've been trying to cut them at like 52 an hour.
She did tell me she scripted this.
You did?
I did. I scripted something like a little smaller to finish with. Yeah.
Oh, we got T's in the chat.
I just first have to say, please don't ban all three of us.
We do not own the rights.
We do not own the rights to this tea.
Only for 90 days, guys.
The following tea may not be suitable for children.
The following tea does not reflect the thoughts and.
Why don't you get stretched out while Drew and I give some disclaimers?
All right.
Let's give some disclaimers.
The following tea does not reflect the true feelings of the Leave It at the Table program. The Leave It at the Table program is a true lover of the following
locations.
Of the following location.
We'll see.
We'll see.
While the program did, however, express its dear concerns for the way that our coworker, our colleague, was treated by said place, this place holds a true value in our heart. Now, Drew, I got a little mug here.
It's tea time, baby.
Pinky out. All right, camera on your own.
Have at her.
So, if you haven't heard, I am no longer at the bottom putt. And to clear things up, because I know a couple of people are watching that work there, they said I was fired, and I was never fired. I actually quit. On Sunday, around 7:30 p.m.
Central Daylight Time.
Yes, yes. Central Standard Time.
Sorry, your Dani show.
So, first, I just want to say this real quick. Never give up on yourself, even when the road ahead feels uncertain. Life has a way of teaching us testing us and pushing us to our limits and making us question our strength. But every challenge you overcome becomes proof of how just resilient you are. Keep going, keep believing in yourself, and even on days when it's difficult. At the same time, remember that perseverance does not mean staying places that drain your spirit, diminish your value, or make you forget who you are. There is strength in knowing when it's time to walk away. Leaving a situation that no longer serves your growth isn't failure. It's self-respect. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is close a chapter that has run its course and trust yourself enough to begin a new one. Never settle for less than you deserve. Don't settle for relationships that make you feel unseen, jobs that make you feel unappreciated, or opportunities that require that's a hard word for me to say. It's a big word for Elmo. That require you to shrink yourself to fit someone else's expectations. Know your worth, stand firm in your values, and refuse to accept less simply because it's comfortable or familiar. Growth often begins the moment you stop settling and start choosing yourself. Trust that everything creates space for a new beginning. Trust that things meant for you will never require you to abandon your self-worth to keep them. And most importantly, trust yourself. You've survived every difficult day you've faced so far, and you carry within you everything you need to overcome what keeps coming next. Keep moving forward. Keep choosing yourself. Keep choosing your peace. Keep choosing your worth. Never give up, never settle, and never be afraid to walk away when it's time. The life you deserve is waiting on the other side of the courage it takes you to choose yourself. So with that being said...
Oh, that wasn't the T. I was like, oh, it's anticlimactic. Oh, here we go.
With that being said, the last few months have been brutal at the old bottom put. And I'll say, management-wise. I'm not going to lie. I love the people I worked with. Most of them anyways. Most of them. My biggest issue was the salary managers. There is absolutely no reason why I have to call you over the radio over 7 times for help because I am the only manager on first floor running. And if you've ever been to Topgolf, you understand how big that place is. I'm doing 16 different tasks at once. And this wasn't just a bad day, okay? This was something that's been building over time. So when I finally, go upstairs to see where's everyone at. Why, 3 managers on second floor obviously must be busy. No, they're just kikiing, on their phones, giggling with each other in the cabana. And I'm not going to lie, I went off. Okay, crash out Dani, deep in Dani. Keep things away from Dani. She's going to start throwing. Dani came out. And I'm not going to lie, I slung my radio, I picked up all my stuff, and I cussed every single one of them out, and I left. Not one apology has come from them. Not one. And to say that company has ruined my spark, which a lot of people messaged me. I've actually had someone message me yesterday saying that management looks lost and confused ever since I left. And I'm not saying that I held that place together, but I did a lot for that place. More than I should have. And if they would have just offered, just a little more respect and a little more payment, I might have stayed. But it all stems from, if you haven't heard, Cinco de Mayo, the new lovely CEO, if you want to Google him, go right ahead. I'm not going to spill his tea. Of Topgolf decided to fire over 500 managers.
Epstein.
500 managers company-wide with no warning, nothing. So ever since then, I've been waking up every day thinking, hey, am I next? Are they going to fire me next? What's going to happen with my job? Every day since then, we have been struggling, worked to, I don't want to say worked to death, but basically worked near death with so little support. And as someone who is an hourly manager, I depend on a lot on salary. to help me out, especially when things get a little hairy. But when you stop respecting everyone that works around you, when your manager tells you, "Oh, if the bay hosts don't hate me now, they're going to hate me soon." That's a big problem. Or when another manager says to you, "We don't need you, you're replaceable." Or when the GM comes to you during your little meeting and says, "Yeah, sorry, bartending is one of our highest turnover jobs here. They don't make money. They're not going to make money. And I'm so sorry that you had to bartend for 7 hours as a manager because they decided not to schedule a bartender that shift. And you had to transfer all your tips and everything to other people who typically didn't earn it because you did all the work." That's when everything started falling downhill. And that was about 2 weeks ago. And if you're Elise, that mural is hideous. Remind me to show y'all a picture of the money that they spent on this ugly, ugly mural for the break room. And I'm just looking, I'm like, you're spending money to paint a break room when you could be, I don't know, paying your team leads more?
Mm-hmm.
Respecting your team. Oh, how about management training for your salary managers who don't even have frontal developed lobes yet? Because they're all under the age of freaking 26.
Can I do my manager next?
It's just, I've lost all respect for them because for a group of people who said, "We appreciate you, we value you, we don't want to lose you," the fact that the GM couldn't even email me back after I emailed him exactly what happened that night, couldn't even email me and be like, "Hey, I'm so sorry this happened," or anything like this, went radio silent, kicked me off of everything.
Ironic, because radio silence.
Kicked me off of everything. And not only did they lose one person that day, but the next day another person called out and quit because they weren't very, happy with the treatment I was receiving.
Was it KB?
Oh, no. But I do feel bad that she is stuck there because I know that she's going to get the crap end of the stick because of what I did. Because I may have used foul language towards one of the managers that was escorting me out because he's such a big man.
The GM didn't even know how long you've been there.
Oh, yeah, the GM thought I was there for 6 months. Thought I was there for 6 months when I've been there for an entire year, since before we opened.
You've been there from the jump.
I have. I helped put the venue together. And
NOG.
Wow.
It's a S # exclamation dollar show.
it's a shit show is what she's trying to say.
And this is a kid show.
This is a kid's show.
Sorry, not this segment.
No, the kids should be in bed.
We put out our disclaimer.
We did.
But
Bring the
I will
children
tell you
back.
what.
Bring the children.
If you are applying to be a bay host there, and Cody, I am so sorry. If I would have known this, I would have said run for the friggin' hills.
That's
But
just
they are
30 minutes in
making
it.
you cross-train as a bartender so you can do both jobs because they have that little bartenders that want to work.
Oh, gosh.
There's
What a pain.
one bartender who's been there since opening.
Tracy.
Sorry, 2 bartenders. Sorry, I forgot about Tracy. Tracy and Stacy.
But Tracy doesn't work full time, right?
No, because he also does vibes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which, heard from Tracy today. I miss Tracy.
Tracy
I
Kraft.
miss Tracy. I heard from, Chris Hobie. He
Oh.
messaged me.
Dad, I'm glad Kenny's in the chat. She worked with Tracy Kraft.
Yeah.
I played baseball with Tracy when I was like 8 years old.
Crap show.
I like
Welcome
Tracy.
to the crap show.
Is he telling us we've got a crap show going on?
Nah,
Yeah, man,
Top
you
Golf
came
is
in late.
Bottom putt's a crap show. That's what it is.
Speaking of which, Leave It at the Table 2-year anniversary party. Going to be at Top Golf on Saturday, July
Danielle will not be in attendance considering she is banned for 90 days.
Oh shit! Labor Day weekend.
Oh!
Saturday, July
The
18th.
biggest part. Okay.
We should go on day 91.
Saturday, July
So-
18th.
The biggest part of everything. So they've lost 7 employees. Okay. 7. Where's my camera? Okay.
Not
7
6?
employees.
Are you sure? Not 6?
No, 6, 7. 7 employees the last 2 weeks. Mom, don't say toot toot.
No, it's toot toot now.
That's what I had to do earlier.
Toot toot. We're just gonna rip down every corporate place in this thing eventually.
Is this Nezzy classmate?
Toot
toot. Core memory.
T's back on.
I don't remember. 7. I can't remember. Just 7 employees. Yeah, 7 employees quit in the last 2 weeks, mostly because of one manager. One manager, and when those people got fired. Oh, good for you.
Love you, Cody. He's an angel. He's just there to support Nicole's
Oh,
bad
look,
habits.
everyone, when Mish Bish was happening, a lot of people who are working it wanted to. It's what they call their training thing. It's stupid. It's embarrassing. It's like speed dating. They didn't hire my niece because she didn't score well, because she was a nervous wreck, basically. And they're like, oh, well, she's not good enough to work here, blah, blah, blah.
Yes, Dad. She quit.
Yeah, I sure did. I walked right out. And they emailed me and told me I was terminated. I was like, I'm pretty sure that I was the one that quit, which is what they've been doing to all the people who've been quitting.
Let them
No,
fire you
listen.
because they give severance packages, right?
No.
Not a ton. No, buddy.
No.
Those things aren't real. If you quit
No.
your job, though, you should.
But every person that they have quit, they have said they've terminated. So they don't. So HR doesn't see that they have a high turnover rate.
So that's kind of interesting.
Shady.
Isn't it?
Sounds a little Eminem-ish.
Slim Shady?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty thick shady.
Very shady.
Very shady.
I was just going with shady.
Yes, I'm thick shady. Yes, I'm the fake shady. All you other thick shadies are just imitating. Please sit down.
We're all sitting down.
Sit down.
But yeah, I highly encourage everyone to do their little. If you like conspiracy theories and going into a rabbit hole,
There's
a lot of people have done this since they've heard about who the CEO of Topgolf is.
go look up former CEO of Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, and why he resigned.
Why he resigned. Same guy.
Ratman.
There's too many pigs in the pool.
And the CEO, like 2 weeks later, ended up coming to our venue, and I had to pretend to like this man.
Oh, he came out here?
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
He came to the venue. He like shook our hands. He like cornered me in the sky bar, and I was like, "Ah!"
And then he noticed that you were too old. Okay. Anyway.
And that's the tea.
Kid shit.
Well, we out of time.
I sipped all my tea during that, by the way. Like, legit.
Yeah, I'm out.
No free ads, but Pure Leaf. That's decent.
Yeah, it's
That's
good tea.
decent bottled tea.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Good job.
Good tea.
Hers is extra sweet.
I like me. Extra sweet.
Someone tag Alex Bertrand in the comments and show them what this woman is doing to her teeth. They sting when you drink it.
No.
That's
I
not
actually
that
have,
sweet then.
I have pretty nice teeth.
We got 42 sugars
My
in
mom
ours.
has spent a lot of money
42
on my teeth.
42 grams of sugar. How
This
much?
one has 64.
Oh.
Oh my God.
That is extra sweet.
Whoa! What are your added sugars?
42.
42.
129.
Oh my God. Diabetes in the bottle.
Diabetes.
Oh my God.
That's nuts.
That is I'm gonna go out on a limb and say unhealthy.
What's your calories? 160 for us.
Yeah.
240.
That's a Coca-Cola.
240.
That's a Coca-Cola.
Carbs, 64 grams.
But don't worry, there's no protein in this.
And no fat.
No total fat.
But on top of
Oh, she's
my
doubling down with it.
And since it's June, there are trans fats.
plus my 38 grams of total sugars and added sugars are 38 grams in this as well. So So I'm really just pre-diabetic over here.
Kenny heard it and said, "There goes my A1C." You're drinking melted sugar.
Oh my God, who is
sugar
the
water.
blue comment? Is that
Celesta.
Celesta, my
Yeah.
gosh.
I know that blue's really hard to read.
Danny is drinking colored sugar water.
Colored sugar water. You're drinking melted sugar, your mom says on YouTube. Yeah. That's tea as strong as Red Bull. Yeah, that's literally like, remember at Sharky's when someone would sweeten the tea and then somebody would come back by later and they weren't sure if someone sweetened the tea, so
And
they
then
would dump
sweeten it
another
again.
pitcher into it. And then you get that first glass, and it's like
Just this bottom part is just all sugar
you
because
could
it wasn't mixed well.
you could see the sugar swirls in it. It's like, that was the most legendary joke that was brushed away so fast. Cody Mason.
Oh.
Everybody. Somebody had to have heard it. It was
What?
good.
Oh, I heard it.
Nothing. You're good. You either heard it or you didn't. Olaf from Guatemala. Can't hide money. Hey, actually, Dwayne, my church is also in Guatemala right now on a mission trip.
Yeah, funny story about them in Guatemala. There's a guy. So my parents just put their house up for sale. Well,
Really?
yeah, they're downsizing, moving to a different place, and
Oh, where am I
well-
going to sleep?
but
Someone already caught the tea?
Sorry.
they've had a guy, a handyman, who's been coming to their house to like paint and do a couple different things, just like getting the house ready to go up for sale, and found out he was from Guatemala. Come to find out, they start talking about Guatemala and all that, and they were like, "Oh, we're going to this little town, blah blah blah." And he was like, "Oh, that's my hometown." The guy who's coming to work at their house, they were already planning on and bought tickets to go visit his hometown.
That's crazy.
Where are they in Guatemala? My dad asks.
Oh, boy. It's Quetalazenga or something like that. I
What do you
can't
mean?
pronounce it, but I wouldn't. If you put it down, I would know it.
I know American geography, not Guatemalan geography.
Well, it's I know they're staying at a really nice place, but they're on a mission trip there.
Cayuta Maeda?
Quinta Maeda. Yeah, they're staying at the Forkball Inn. That's Japanese though. Quinta Maeda. Yeah.
It just kind of went with Guatemala.
They're in that dude. You could do that. Just name like they're in Yashimoto Sasaki, Japan. Yeah, there it is. Quetzaltenango. Yeah, you see what I was saying? Kool-Aid, mango.
Kool-Aid. My parents are in. Let's see.
I don't even know how to say that.
I need someone to show me the pronunciation of that there word.
That their word. Where's the message? They're in Esquintilla.
I would imagine that's also in Mexico.
Guatemala.
Yeah, Mexico.
Yeah, Guatemala.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cody's wife Nicole is there. That's right. Glossed right over that little fact, but headed to Antigua. Little red fish.
It's actually
Antigua.
pronounced Antigua. If you worked at Sharky's, you understand.
Antigua. Is Tiga going? Yeah, me and Tiga.
Me Antigua.
All right, folks. This has been a lot of fun. I really hope you took something from this. I hope you learned something tonight. You had a little breaking news over there. Did the tea already get out to somebody? I thought maybe.
Oh, no, but I will say, Mom, if you're still watching this, the pharmacy doesn't close till 9 o'clock. Can you go pick up my meds? I forgot.
All right, get out of the house.
Bye, Dad.
Dwayne, I love you. Also, you made not an empty promise, I should say. Hit me up if you actually find somebody for me. I know it's very short notice. Next year's event will be much more planned. If you don't mind, hit that button for me one more time since we have a lot of viewers.
Find somebody.
Saturday, June 27th, 6 to 9 p.m., Palo Alto Church of Christ, Men's Mental Health Awareness Month meetup. I'm calling it Man Up because that's what we're told a lot in life. Man up. Just deal with your problems. And there is a semblance of truth to that because you have to. The world forces us to. But for at least 3 hours on Saturday, June 27th, you can be vulnerable. You can come out. You can let your guard down for a couple hours that day. I hope that you're able to do so. And if you're not, share it. because maybe you know people that will. Or maybe you know somebody that needs it. Other than that, tea drinkers, I hope you learned something. Drew haters, I hope you learned something.
We have none of those.
He's not that bad of a person.
We got none of those.
The MySpace forums have been lighting up.
The only hater of me has already liked the video. A while ago, it said Michaela Crisco Gorman has liked this video.
Nice.
Hey, I guess she didn't go to practice tonight, so she might have been watching us.
That's true. I was hoping Ben Maxwell was still watching, but who are we kidding? So I was like, let me talk about my boss next. And then Drew mounts to me, what about my boss?
My manager next.
Do yours, buddy.
I don't know. My new managers are kind of cool now.
I can't wait to hear more about that one.
Come to the old toot toot.
So next week, come to the old toot toot. It's the big pink one that you can't miss from Signal Hill Golf Course. It's well, it looks pink.
You can't miss it
Lavender.
from freaking space, my guy.
Yeah, well, I'm telling
Did you know
what.
they're putting a pool inside of it, or putting a pool outside of it?
Put the pool.
Pool.
Why? Like, that place needs a pool.
I think.
That is going to be the trashiest pool in Bay County.
Talk about
No, that's La Vila. It's next door.
Okay, well, La Vila's closed.
What are they going to call the pool section? The drunk tank?
We were golfing. We were golfing at Signal Hill last week on not a business day at all. We were golfing at Signal Hill last week.
I almost put a ball in the parking lot.
He did almost put one in your parking lot over
Well,
there.
just don't hit my car,
At the toot toot.
and we're good. Because if I find a golf ball in my windshield,
It'll be one of the Callaway ink. What are they called?
Speed soft ink.
Speed soft inks.
Unless you were parking in the sand dunes, you weren't catching one of our balls.
No.
Fine.
We hit
I park out La Vila.
we hit a couple over there.
Well, hey, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for interacting. That's the biggest part of what makes this show so special. You guys being in the comments and interacting. And that's why we do it live. That's a big deal. So we appreciate you guys so much. Bring it to the table. I've had Tommy Joe Whidden and Ryan Mulvey. They're on our YouTube channel. Go check those out. This coming Monday, I'll have Robert Fleming in the studio. Really, really hyped for that one as well. I would like to book one of you guys for that, but we'll talk off the air. We love you guys, and we'll see you next week for Irrational Fears. You can smile like this forever.